Hello, hello. How's it going today? Do we have a server today? Nice. We do.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Reset the time.
Green light. Give it all you got.
June. Why did I go from 4 back to 3? Huh. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Okay, so it's warmer. Gotta take. How long is it gonna be? $60 minutes. Okay. Might be enough. We'll see. Yo, Junior, how's it going today? Oh yeah, you going with the Stang? Nice. What made you decide that? Just lap times? Or are you starting to like it? You gonna do any laps today? Ah, gotcha. Well, just so you know, I would expect the Ford to get bopped every single week just before the race. So don't expect it to stay how it is, unfortunately. I've seen it happen to me 2 seasons in a row, where the Lambo miraculously gains 20 kilos every week right before the race. So keep that in mind. The Ford is likely to change now that the aliens have a reason to set laps in it, with the season starting up. I don't, yeah. I've seen it happen, so. And again, it's another reason why I don't even practice without ballast, because all it's going to do is aggravate me. Seeing how quick the car could be, how good it could feel. Oh, nice. When are you going to do that? Today? Yes, the calendar is announced. It's on the season tab on their website. They already have the calendar announced. Exactly. And when that happens, it's probably going to help the BMW out a bit. Like the Beamer might lose a kilo or 2 here and there. I don't know. I honestly haven't been keeping up on the BOP as much because I'm not doing any LFM. I'm only doing leagues that use their BOP. So like I can focus on it just before the race, rather than trying to get setups for everywhere, because I know that they're just going to always change. But yeah, I do expect to see some lap times changing, or some BOP changing once seasons get going for real. Especially with the fact that nobody can use the Ford in LFM Pro, I don't think. I haven't seen one yet. So, like, nobody's taking it too seriously, I don't think. But we do know that it will be changing at Circuit of the Americas. Or, I mean, I haven't even checked the BOP this week. I'm sure it did change. I want to see. I want to see what they did.
Well done, mate. Trust your best.
Damn, that tire's still getting hot. And quick.
Lapping validated.
I want to see what happened. I forgot to even check the BOP yesterday. How did the Lambo get screwed this time? Okay. Imola changed again? McLaren got more. Okay, makes sense. Lambo down to -2 at Imola. Let's go. Ah, it gained 3 at Monza. Okay. Everything gained. Except for the fucking Bentley. Stupid Bentley. Kill it. How did it lose 28 kilos? Oh, that was from a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I still haven't figured out how it lost weight at all those tracks. Lambo gained more at Brands. Okay. McLaren lost 12. Or 10. Wait, what? Where was... Okay. Okay, -1. Ford plus 34. Okay. I thought I was gonna get some. At the Circuit of the Americas. The Beamer lost 3. Oh, wait. Yeah, the Beamer lost 3 at Circuit of the Americas. It's only got 8 kilos now. I don't know. I don't think the Beamer had plus 20. It should have only had plus 11. It is definitely a lot of work for a new car. Definitely is. But, I mean, probably by like round 2 or 3, or 3 or 4, you'll probably start to get an idea of what you like to do with it. Lambo did get more weight there as well. Okay. Beamer got hit at Donington this week. It's up to 20 kilos at around there. Hungaroring. Ferrari got hit. Kailame. Let's see. Ferrari got hit. Hey, it's finally not in the negative kilos. We're getting close, baby. We're getting close to what it should be. We're starting to get there. People are maybe, yeah. Laguna. Ferrari got hit. Okay. Everything else lost. Looks like we might be getting there finally. Misano, okay. Yeah. Got hit at Olton. There's actually quite a few changes this week. Last couple weeks there have been. Watkins. There was a change. Okay. Honda got hit with 4. Everything else stayed the same. It should have only been 11 though at Coda, I thought. By what the LFM thing was saying. But who knows, maybe AOR was still on an older version. So yeah, maybe. I didn't think about that. I forgot AOR hasn't updated it. They keep it locked basically from the time hot stints start. All right. I wanted to change it, and I forgot. All right. Let me know when you're gonna head over there. Because I don't really need much practice or setup work around here. I've had quite a few races recently. Mainly just came in to check the conditions. Maybe I do need practice. Okay, cool. I'll be over there in a little bit.
I have some light damage at the rear of the car.
Wow. Come on. I just want to see how hot the tires are gonna get. That's all I'm trying to see. It is nice seeing the Ferrari finally not being at negative kilos at Kailami. That shit went on for way too long. Like at several tracks. 11? Okay. I'll be over there in just a few minutes. I want to see how, like I said, how high these tire temps go. Do like 4 or 5 laps. Probably 101, 102 maybe, if they're already up here. Oh, yeah, the bop is locked right now for AOR. So it could change, but AOR is not going to change it in the hot lap servers. The hot lap servers are locked at the bop that it started with. And make sure you keep your telemetry for like your best lap. They might ask for it. They started asking for it about midway through the Endurance Championship because of allegations of cheating. So they might start asking for that stuff. I should probably see if they updated the rules about it. Or maybe they're only going to do it. I don't know. We'll see. It happened last year during SRO as well. Like halfway through, all of a sudden they decided that they needed our Motec. And like I had already set a shitload of, like all my times basically. And couldn't improve. So like I had to go back out and kind of recreate. Yeah, they're kind of topping out at about 100. I need to check the rules. I don't know if they actually changed them. It was something that they introduced halfway through the Endurance Championship. I don't remember reading anything specific about it in the sign-up. But then again, I didn't really read it since I've done so many seasons. It's really easy to get to the Motec data and send it. I can show you how. It's really easy to do. I can do it. Overdriving a little bit, but also the temps aren't helping. Yeah, it'll be like in your game files. You might, again, I only said it just out of, just in case. I don't know if they do require it. Like I said, I need to double check. I've been turning it on just in case. because I didn't know if they were going to ask for it, so I just have it on. Yeah, they're cooking. $102. Briefly. I mean, it's in Race Element as well. Like, you could get to it right from Race Element. You can get to your Motec stuff. Like, that might be the easier option. If you've got Race Element. I would like to close the brake ducts. I don't think I'm going to.
Time is sector 3.
Yeah, I think 102 is probably the peak. Haven't seen it get to 103. And it's cooling off. Nice. Okay. I was going to come in. Now I want to do one more lap. Because that didn't feel like a mistake on my end. That felt like the tire is already giving up. Shouldn't. Me? I don't know. It felt really weird the way it snapped last lap. I also stayed in third this time. I didn't think I came off the brake wrong, but I must have.
Undetected.
Let's go! A pixel. Ooh. Hello.
Green light.
I just got a Discord notification. I got a did-dim.
Hello.
No. Hello. Somebody's on push to talk. Doo-dar.
Did you hear me? I said hello. Can you hear me? Hello?
There we go. Hello, young man. How are you?
I don't know what's going on. I was definitely using the push to talk, and then all of a sudden it started working. How's it going?
Hey, as long as it's working, I think that's the main thing, right? It's half the battle. Yeah, good man. I thought I'd come into your chat and probably a lot less people going to be talking over each other in it. So I'll just turn you up a second. Because my volume is loud. In fact, I'm going to turn my engine volume down. Yeah, good. Again, this is my first couple attempts at essentially going around Kyle Army. Not in the... I have done a few laps before in this car, but it's not... It was kind of for our championship where I just come up with a setup for it, so whether it's going to work, I'm not 100% sure. But other than
Yeah,
that,
I've only driven the Ford at like 3, maybe 4 tracks now.
right, the old Mustang, right. Yeah. Well, you said you hadn't played it... I watched you yesterday, and you were saying that you hadn't played that since release. And you'd been
Yeah.
to Corsa, I think, was the first track you'd actually driven it at.
Yeah. Yeah, I only drove it the first day. Yesterday was the first time since, I think.
Free content. No, I'm sticking with it. Yeah, but I mean, I was just... Obviously for the hot laps, at Corsa, the Mustang is absolutely flying there, so just found it easier. With the BMW, the way it was, instantly, I should be doing under a 205. I know I can do that. But the bop, and I'm almost sure it was plus 20, because I was going on about how I've gained minus 40 kilograms from changing to the BMW to the Mustang, essentially. It was weird, but like I was just saying to you about going to the Mustang, I was kind of like throwing my dummy out, really. But I've just looked at the calendar, and every single one of those tracks, I drive the BMW there, and I'm not bad at them sort of tracks. So it just depends what the bop's going to be like for the BMW at those tracks, really. But I don't have to do half as much work if I just take the BMW.
Yeah.
Over the Mustang. The Mustang's going to require some black magic and a bit of a grind to get it to do what I want.
I mean, looking at the schedule, it still should be a pretty good schedule for the Beamer, even with quite a bit of bop.
Right. I mean, I like Hungaroring. I think last time out at Hungaroring, finally got into the 42s. That was in the BMW, so I think even with an increased amount of ballast, I should be still in the 43s at the very least, you'd think. But yeah, I kind of spat my dummy out when I tried to take the BMW back round Corsa again.
Yeah. I should try the Porsche again, to be honest. It's still got my PB. But now with all the help that the Lambo finally has around there, I might be able to finally get it.
Yeah, you were just touching on it on the stream that it's got a
Yeah,
weight
kinda...
reduction at a couple of tracks now.
Yeah, yeah.
You say Imola, it's now at a minus, right? -2 or something? Or was it somewhere else?
Oh, -2 at Imola. At Circuit of the Americas, it's like -11.
Okay, I think it needs it, but
it's funny. That's usually the track I get my best results already. Yeah, it's up to -14, -14 now for the Lambo at Coda, because the Mustang got hit so hard. I mean, it's still at -4, but it got a big hit. Hey, Carlo, how's it going, dude?
And the Ferrari's finally getting some. Oh, I'm all over the place. Some increased weight.
Yeah, it's finally kind of getting to where it maybe should be.
No,
like,
it should be a lot higher looking at that
well,
weight. I've said it a million times, John. This thing is a go-kart in weight, essentially. It feels like it doesn't weigh anything. It's just straight up the truth. It doesn't weigh anything. And when you take this car out after you've driven any other cars, it's like, oh my god, how is this thing a GT3? It feels like a prototype.
It's an immediate personal best anywhere you go. Yeah, after hours and hours and hours of grinding in your favorite. It's just so disappointing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I love the BMW, and it's not a bad car everywhere, really. And then I came in this thing, and it was like, I think as long as you can dial in the setup, because it is a little different from, well, at least what I'm used to. I think once you get around that issue and find something you like, this thing is an absolute weapon.
Yeah, for sure.
I honestly don't think there's any amount of weight they could put on this thing to make it feel equally to any other car.
Same.
I think I've driven in ACC. Alright, come on, Junior. 141.8 is ridiculous.
Ah, nice, Carlo. Nice. Yo, Greg, how's it going? I'm gonna have to leave the server, I think. Give it a couple seconds. No, maybe not. Maybe they're going to a different server. I don't mind if Stern's in here. I don't want the spy. It's the spy I have problems with. $8K, nice.
Come on.
Carlo, do you know, I was trying to find in the rules, do we need Motec now in AOR for hot stints? Or was that just an endurance championship thing? Yes. There's somebody who I've never seen on track, but he sure enters a lot of servers and watches and reports back. And it annoys me, so I leave. Just for endurance? Okay. So, you shouldn't need Motec. That was probably just for endurance from what I'm seeing.
Oh, thank God for that. Like I say, I haven't ever downloaded the Motec device, so that would never be quick enough to really go and analyze where I can...
Yeah, you don't actually need the Motec software for it, though. It just saves your...
You were saying that Race Elements has it, right? I know that they had it last time, the telemetry. I just didn't realise it was transferable, essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And when I have the Motec, either through Race Elements or through... or just downloading Motec, I'm guessing, the files are saved to the documents, essentially, within the Assetto Corsa configurations or something.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So
And even if you don't have Motec downloaded, you should still see the Motec file, basically. It's in there.
Okay, right, sweet. Okay, only 8 attempts to find John. So if you find 8 attempts, let me know.
Where do you feel like you're losing it?
Everywhere at the minute, I'm a little rusty. My PB on here is a 40.3 or a 40.4. It's probably 40.4. I probably got another 3 attempts just in getting my lines together, definitely.
How long's it been since you've been here? Usually it's just refamiliarization.
At least a month, so it's just getting on top of the car as well. It's not something I drive regularly.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just something I feel I might have the better shot in getting in a higher tier, man. And I swear to God, I don't even think I'll be able to get to tier 3 this season with the way I'm driving. I know it's a defeatist attitude, but I would just like to have some fun racing again. I don't particularly care where I am in the field, you know, as long as I'm racing and doing something.
Yeah. I mean, they do a pretty good job with placement.
Yeah, I've always been placed somewhere. That's the appeal of AOR to me, really. Is that no matter what season I've been in, or console, or whatever else, you know, even console for PC, I've always had someone to race, whether it's been towards the front, mid, or the back. There's always something.
Hey, Doug, how's it going?
Serious.
No, not him, Carlo, not him.
Okay, that's doing me.
Not him. Never mind, it's not important. But yes, there are spies about. No, the person didn't show up. The person didn't show up. That's why I said, never mind, I can stay. Well, usually, Kenneth, as soon as you do a lap time that's better than one of their teammates, that teammate shows up, sits in the pits for 10-15 minutes while they're probably studying, and then they follow you for 3 or 4 laps to basically pick up anything that you might be doing, which again, I don't mind helping, but also they're just stealing it. You know, like, they're also my competition.
Hold on, John.
I don't really want to help them.
See some laps.
like, not in that way. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind helping people, but I don't want to just be showing them the line. If they want to do that, watch my YouTube channel and hit like, you know? Like, you can watch it. I'm showing it all.
Looks cool. It's not very fast. Ooh, a little dip down to third. I like it.
Sorry, I was a little distracted.
No, you're
talking
doing
about
that.
a
I'm just
spy.
admiring your lap. I just into the first corner, the downshift of the Lambo is so satisfying. You can't do the pop-up like with a lot of cars, you know, double shift down, and it sounds awesome.
The Ferrari, you can shift pretty aggressively.
Yeah, we had one of the team members do that in an endurance race, and I think we ended up with pistons through the bonnet, the engine flashing orange.
Then that's a bit too aggressive.
Yeah. There's a limit, right?
Doug says hello.
Hey, Doug. Hope you're feeling better. Hopefully, your back's feeling better. God, I'm in the wrong bloody chat room for people's backs today. Ah, Jesus Christ. Start self-help review. How's your back feeling, John? I know it's been giving you a bit of crap the last few days. I also know you're pushed to talk as well and can't talk to me during the corners, so that's fine.
Yeah, it's not been happy for a while.
Yeah, it looks like it, bro. You can see it. John, you should see what I've done to him in the next round with Zanderfort coming up. The track's nearly at 30 degrees, but with random weather thrown in, so there's rain, it stops after like 10-15 minutes.
"30 degrees at Zandvoort is enough of a challenge."
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. But even with the rain coming through, you know, and it's full raining, the track is still at like 25 degrees. It's eating the tires.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun to see, man. Over an hour, there's going to be like sporadic rain showers, and will it get heavy? Every session's different, so it's going to be fun to watch. Oh, wow, there's an apex somewhere.
Hungover for 2 days? That must have been a hell of a good night.
hung over without me, done. Shame. What is happening?
Maybe not.
Usually much better than this, folks, but ever since John came into the lobby, I'm getting like extreme ashamed right now. It's just making me look bad by comparison, that's what it is.
You're going quicker than I am still.
Yeah. For now. Forget that, you're driving a GT3 car, I'm in a go-kart.
LMP2.
Yeah, that's right. I think they did win Le Mans as well, did the Ferrari car, I think. Type of thing.
Oh, did they? I still haven't got to see it.
The commentating, brother, was wild for that 24 hours, especially the night one. I don't... Yeah.
Good wild? Bad wild.
Yeah, good wild, man. It was
Oh,
funny.
okay.
It's the kind of thing you need at 2:30 in the morning, but oh my god. Not sure if anyone caught it, but...
Man, I can't remember the last time I got sick the day after from drinking. It's been a long time. Can't even really remember the last time I got sick from it. It's been a long time since I've been here. I mean, before the hot laps. It's been quite a while since I've had an actual race here.
Losing time in sector 2.
No.
Yeah, it's a tricky track. It's pretty technical. And yeah, unfortunately, avoiding it does not help you improve.
Damn it. The Lambo going into the pit put me off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to not get in your way to the next
It was a
one.
joke, but yeah, I messed it up at the last corner. I'll blame everything but myself. That's my wife. That feels off, man. Way off. I've got time everywhere, but I just keep messing up. I'm not planning on doing that again for a while, trust me. Don't get bloody let down. This is maybe one of the tracks I feel like I'd run a little bit of rear wheel rate. One of the very few I feel like I'd do it. God, how do you lose an e-cigarette? No, I didn't. I thought I lost it, it was on my lap the entire time. Alright, sweet. A little more rear work. Take some pressure out. What's going on? Concoction, love. Right, get on the floor. Pringles and cake in bed. Who would have thought that was a bad concoction?
sounds great.
It does until the Hoover Gym has to come out. Maybe out in the hands of not a 4-year-old, I reckon it'll probably be a good concoction.
I didn't hear the 4-year-old part.
Oh, I did mention the 4-year-old, but speaking about young people in that sense, you got to go visit some family, right? The day before. I know I briefly touched on it in the chat.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
to spend some time with them, man.
Yeah, it was Father's Day over here in the United States.
Alright,
So
right.
we all
I
got
think you might
together
have-
at my
yeah.
mom and dad's house. Got to see
Okay.
the nieces and all that. Had a pool party
It's cool,
with
man.
them.
Yeah, it's a pool party. There we go. See, with you Americans, I don't know whether you had an actual pool party, swimming, or you had, like,
Yeah,
you know,
swimming.
the eight ball out playing pool.
No, yeah, my mom and dad have a swimming pool, so the nieces were in there all day.
Oh, they'll love it. I mean, whoop. It's not the line I want to go for.
Yellow
It keeps them
flag.
happy, keeps them relatively quiet too, you know, doing the thing.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Well, definitely not quiet, but
Well,
it
yeah,
keeps
yeah.
the questions down. They're just
Yeah.
screaming at each other.
It's quieter for you, yeah. It's not quieter in the sense of it hasn't stopped the loudness or whatnot. But yeah, the weird questions. To have a magical mind like that.
Yeah, they've also got 3 girls.
Oh,
So
really?
I get to see the future version of what you're looking for.
Yeah, at least you get to go home at the end of it, John.
Exactly.
Moderation, buddy. It's magical, my friend, but don't do it. That's it.
How old is your oldest?
18. She might be 19, actually.
Oh,
Yes, 19 years old this year. So she's moved out. So.
I was gonna say, never mind. You already know. You've already got
Yeah.
to see it.
I was 16, John, so imagine how my teenage years were going. Which, by the way, is far too early to
Yeah.
children. Or especially for a young male. I don't know, they like the concept of women mature faster than men. I don't put too much emphasis into that kind of thing. I can just only tell you from my experience. I'm stuck on girl names right now, John, and it looks like it's going to be Isabella that actually makes the final call. You know, it's nothing like letting your 4-year-old bully you into what you call your next child.
It's a pretty name, though.
Well, yeah, we've got Ivy's now been thrown into the mix, Aurora, which is the one I like, and then Jasmine. So. And Jasmine is the one Isabella wants to go with.
Has she been watching Aladdin?
Oh, she watches them all, my friend.
I just think it's funny, yeah, anytime the nieces, they watch a new movie, everything, like, they give everything a name, but that's the most common name until the next movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she watching, even like watching YouTube, you know, with the kids stuff and whatnot, it'll be, for instance, it's Mickey Mouse, and then for the next like week or two, the house starts building up with like Mickey Mouse dolls and Mickey Mouse dresses and Minnie Mouse stuff and whatnot. Yeah, they're all for it. And then they're on to the next thing, and it's the same, man.
Do you have Paw Patrol over there in the
We
UK?
do have Paw Patrol. In fact, for her birthday this year, she got a Paw Patrol. Was it off Emily? It was a Paw Patrol, and what it is, it's a massive station that houses all the Paw Patrols in like a circle with like a tower that goes in the middle of it, and it goes quite far up. It's like a couple of feet tall. Anyway, my sister decides to wrap this thing, and I have to explain it to you, but
It looks very phallic.
Yes, it's how she wrapped it at the very least. It looked like a giant something I probably can't say on your YouTube channel, you know. It looked very suspicious, but it was Paw Patrol.
Izzy's been banned from Roblox for a day.
No, you've been banned from Roblox for a day.
No, because she sent a message that says 777 kissy face.
Why is that? The reason's called Dave.
Yeah, she's been banned for that. So, what am I going to do now?
Probably a good thing you get your pictures for.
Yeah, they haven't got into Roblox yet.
Come on!
Oh no, she's definitely into Roblox.
They like Spidey and Friends.
Nice.
Losing time in Sector 2. Yellow flag in Sector 3.
It's quite an achievement to get banned off Roblox, anyway. Not my cup of tea. Anyway, she says that Izzy got banned off Roblox. She sent a message, but she's like 4 years old and can barely spell anyway, so... But it's something...
Yeah, I heard. I overheard it.
Yeah, it's something that my wife likes to play on as well. She's claimed she doesn't, but she'll sit there with Isabella when they do the Adopt Me stuff and the rest of the things that are on there. And she's into it there too, because I've seen her grief that can only be described as children on some of the games, you know. She's a massive child when it comes to that sort of thing.
A good game is a good game.
Hey, yeah, I mean, it keeps both of them entertained, I guess. Something they can do together. It's ridiculous, some of the things that they play together on there, man. There's some of the houses and the other stuff that they've all built. It's crazy. It'll take days, but my wife's a big reader. She likes to read books and stuff like that. All of it gruesome and horrible, you know, zombie, virus outbreaks, that kind of thing. Nuclear stuff.
I started playing that Elden Ring, and it's fantastic, and then I just kind of stopped. And it's great. I don't know why I haven't gone back to it.
I didn't see you stream it for a little while. I know that you played it once or twice on the stream, like, but I haven't played it yet. But it's something that I'd enjoy, you know. I like Elder Scrolls, that kind of style of game. Obviously, Skyrim back in the day was a beast and stuff. But I think
Yeah.
Elden Ring's got a DLC coming out soon as well, I think.
I think it just launched, actually, this week.
Really? That was quick.
But yeah, it's like Elder Scrolls on steroids. That's why I like it.
Yeah. Exactly. I think we've got probably the same taste in games when it comes to that kind of thing. Back when I was a little kid, or at least when I was at school, it used to be Final Fantasy VII for me. I'd literally come home and spend hours playing that game.
I always loved the game, except for I never got into the turn-based fighting system.
Yeah, I'm with him. I mean, if I was to jump on one of the new Final Fantasies now, I wouldn't have a clue. I really wouldn't. I get health, stamina, mana, that kind of thing, but that's as far as it goes. Used to love playing Warhammer back in the day as well. Spent hours playing that.
Halo used to be my favorite.
Yeah, man. Master Chief, baby.
It's funny. Speaking of Halo, I just 1 second.
Yeah, you do, man.
The other day I was fucking around on the guitar and I figured out how to play the theme song. Just fucking around. I was like, wait, that sounds familiar.
Losing time in sector 3.
And then I looked it up. I'm like, oh shit, I'm like 30% of the way there.
It's sweet when you stumble across that thing. Obviously, guitar-wise, what is it you play, John? You on an electric, acoustic, or?
Yeah, electric.
So, my theory is, just on the man, you either on a Fender Strat or a Gibson Les Paul or something, maybe? I don't know, it's just a guess.
Les Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first one was a Strat style, and it does not fit. Like it just where it sits, it doesn't fit me.
Yeah,
like how it whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a Les Paul. Just literally the cheapest one you could get, but it made me start playing again and actually start playing for the first time. Because like the first one, it was just always a fight, so like I never actually got into it. This one, it just makes it easy.
Well, it's like you explained about cars, you pick the one that, you like, or that suits you,
Yeah,
You're more likely to grind the car that way and figure stuff out. It's the same principle with feeling comfortable, especially with guitar-wise. I've gone through a lot of guitars in my time, obviously. David Gilmour being one of my favourite guitarists. I had the Fender Stratocaster, or Telecaster was it? Yeah, Telecaster. And I had his pickups on it too, and it sounded absolutely awesome. The only downside is, I'm not David Gilmour, I could play a little bit, don't get me wrong, but...
Yeah, that's always the disappointing part. You're like, man, I learned this. It still doesn't sound right.
Yeah. I'd still like to jam, man, but what I've got literally sat at the side of me is an acoustic. And again, it's not anything dead expensive, this acoustic, but I haven't seen any like it before since owning it, and it's got the most richest sound to it I've heard from an acoustic. It is gorgeous to play on. It's really nice.
Yeah, I just got the Epiphone version, but again, it's great. It needs some fretwork, like the craftsmanship maybe not the greatest. I do have some high frets and whatnot, and obviously the materials aren't as high quality, but yeah, just I love it.
If you like it, brother, and it works for you, that is all that matters.
I had it since you were 17. Nice.
This AOR, this hot lap's gonna do my head in, because I know the time's there. I'm just, I guess, out of practice or something. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna get that bug again. Just come on constantly trying to beat hot lap times. I mean, the sole focus of today was just put 3 competitive or back-to-back laps in it. I'm not even sure I've I've done that. I don't know. Hopefully I have. Even if it's not competitive, at least
Yellow
I've
flag,
seen it.
yellow flag. Be careful there.
Not good, I have.
Losing time in sector 2.
I got mine at 33.
Yeah, not great.
You definitely had a good head start. I wish I would have had it that whole time. That would be amazing. I might get excited about something more complex than a video game song. It's more than buzzy frets. Like the notes completely fret out from like 20, or no, from 17 to 19. So like I can get 16, and then I can get 19, 20, 21. But 17 and 18, no go. Oh, I mean, only on the high E, a little bit on the B. I can cheat it.
Very well, let's see if it works.
I mean, I've been able to get most of the fret buzz out, though, just by, adjusting the truss rod and the action. It's not really the fret buzz that's the issue, it's just... I'd like to, probably replace the nut and then get the frets actually fixed. Get them leveled, whatever they need. The tuners aren't great either, but it might be more of a nut issue. And it's not like I'm playing for anybody that I can't just quickly tune. When it goes flat.
Please try to stay on the track.
Well, that as well, Greg. Like, I do have that in my mind as well, and that's why I'm like, yeah, the tuners, they might suck, but also, care more about the playability. Yeah. Being able to actually hit the notes.
The lap. Come on, John. I think your Taurus is off the keeping in tune.
What's that?
I'm just talking about the Les Pauls there that Greg was talking about. I didn't realise they were that difficult to keep in tune.
Honestly, it's probably individual, like for each guitar.
Right.
But, like, I've also heard the same thing from, like, everybody that the Les Pauls, especially the G, are always out of tune.
Right, so if it's a recurring factor, then there's a probability that it is just right. Have you seen the lap times there as well? I don't think there's just a
pretty
tenth
close
there,
between the three of us, huh?
Yeah, right. It's pretty close there. Obviously, you can get electric tuners, and if you
yeah,
do
player
yourself
mod
out,
first for
starting at
sure.
the top fret and coming down and playing it off ear, but it's not always 100% or whatnot. But
Yeah, like for a long time, I didn't. Again, I only really just kind of started again, but like,
yeah, man.
I wasn't trying to play other people's songs because I was like, well, I just want to see what I could learn. But then lately, I've been actually trying to, looking up tabs, but then also just like listening and trying to play along. And it's kind of surprising, like how much it's helped with other things. Like I didn't want to do it because then I was like, oh, I'm just gonna sit there and read the tabs and never actually learn. But like now, I think because I have put it off for so long, like it's making things click. If that makes sense.
Yeah, sure, but sure. I mean, it's not like I'm an avid. I've been doing it since I was young, but it's not like I'm commonly, practicing and stuff. And I'll tell you this for free: I cannot read music. So if you used to put a sheet of music in front of me, I know certain chords, e.g. that the rest of it, where I know songs that I wanted to practice to play. It was mainly a lot of Pink Floyd and stuff like that. So I love some of the solos and that stuff. But if you put a piece of music, a sheet of music in front of me, I couldn't tell you what half of that means. Honest to God, everything I've done is from ear, or it's been, watching people play the chords and stuff like that, and learning that way. That's the way I do it. And if it wasn't for learning, wanting to learn other people's music in that sense, I probably would have never picked up a guitar, to be honest with you. I got the inspiration to start making my own songs or something like that. But if I hear something that good, I'd want to try and replicate that. I don't know if that makes sense. But...
No, totally, and that's where it's what I'm doing as well. I'd like to make my own things, and there's little riffs or whatever that I come up with, but then it's and then nothing. I don't know where to take anything yet.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong, bro. That's just a progression, that is, and it's obviously just having that time and that thought. But it's just something that I don't think anything particularly comes natural to 99% of the people out there. There's some people that obviously just ridiculously good from the day they started, but it's just a progression, man. That's all it is.
Oh yeah, and that's all I'm looking for. Honestly, it's kind of the same reasons I like sim racing. I like improving, even if it's not easy.
Yeah,
the act of improving at something is what I enjoy a lot.
Yeah, I think it's therapeutic for me, the guitaring at the very least, and stuff like that, it's just, I don't know, when you sat there jamming or trying to learn a riff or something like that, you're just out of your little bubble kind of thing, you're in there and you're concentrating. It's the same thing being at the rig with me with headphones on and whatnot. It's just, I can zone out a little bit and just concentrate on what's in front of me.
Yeah.
But also when this comes with, with more practice and stuff, the more I kind of, I love it, don't get me wrong, because it's the next best thing next to spending an absurd amount of money and going back racing again. But being on the sim rig, it doesn't cost.
Sorry to hear that, Greg.
You've got the equipment or whatever you want. And again, I'm on a complete potato of a PC and on a flat screen TV and stuff like that. I think the wheel's worth more than the entire setup combined, but it's just simplistic. And the thing is with it as well, it's when you get to a certain point where you can go quicker, it's like an urge, a bug essentially to... It drives me mad sometimes because I want to be a perfectionist. I know I can go quicker.
Yeah. Exactly, and then you get the tunnel vision.
Yeah. I think it does help doing what you do, because you grind this. You absolutely grind this thing. I don't know if I'd fall out of love with it, with playing as much as what as much as what you do. Everyone's obviously individually different.
Yeah, again, same thing though. You're saying, perfectionist, man. I know it's not perfect. It drives me nuts. Like I said, I like improving, but it's because I'm always chasing the perfect.
Yeah, but look at your progression of when you started to where you are now. You literally
bud.
Pro eSport can drive. You're in the pro splits, driving against the quickest people on this game regularly. You've got such a progression bar there of, the next step is on them. You were right there.
Yeah, getting closer at some places, further at others, so it feels.
I know, I'm with you, bro. But if this was a guitar, man, you would have figured out that next riff. That's what I'm getting at with this title. You're definitely a little more advanced.
Yeah, Greg, that's really tough, dude. I also know that feeling, tying your self-worth to it.
You'd probably beat the majority of everybody in tiers as well. You'd insist on taking this bloody wardrobe round a lap.
Maybe they'll make it fair one day.
Well, that's what I like the optimism in your voice when we found out they were taking weight away from this thing.
Well, again, not that I want it dead. I want it even.
We all do.
And like for the Audi and the Lambo to not be dead would be great.
I find the Audi harder to drive than the Porsche. Weird, man. Cannot balance them.
It definitely seems harder to save than the Porsche.
Yeah, it turns on me, man. I don't know what I do with the preload, whatever I do on the brakes, it just wants to snap on me. It's just getting that ride-height balance sorted to it. I've not spent a lot of time on it, you know.
Smooth right foot action in the Audi is necessary. Like with or without the TC, you've got to have a smooth right foot.
Well, maybe moderation, Greg, with the guitar sort of thing, if it's making you that way.
Yeah, it's tough though, right? Yeah, it's really easy to try to tie your self-worth to whatever you're doing.
Yeah, that's possible. I think that's human nature, so.
I mean, I get down on myself on ACC for the same reasons, for sure.
Well, whatever it's worth, Greg, you're worth more than that. You seem like a decent guy, too.
Yeah, it's a tough mindset to overcome, and it's not the best mindset. I mean, for a lot of things. Luckily, I have not come into that with music. I'm just thrilled that I can do anything, because I'm not music. I love music, but I'm not good at it. So I'm just thrilled that I can even like do anything. Luckily, at this point, haven't got to the negative stage. I'm sure it'll come. It's probably a phase everybody has. Yeah, for sure, Greg.
Nice.
Wrong! Yeah, this definitely feels better. F.
Come on, Ferrari.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Like, it does take work. It does take conscious effort, but it can be reversed. Which is a fantastic thing.
Time to make up now. Come on.
But yeah, I've definitely been playing a lot more since I haven't been able to race for as long.
Losing time in sector 3.
No, 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 no. No, no, no.
Actually, I appreciate the kind word. You don't have to thank me for telling the truth, bro. Good news is. That'd be cool to see, like, mate.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, I think I made my car worse, so I've come back in and re-put the setup on.
I think I got mine a little better. Yeah. Later, Greg. Have a good one, buddy. Talk to you soon. No, we've got years and years of practice before we get near that. I'll have to change my name, wear a mask, hide my identity,
Excuse me.
hide myself from the shame. $9K hours. I mean, how long has it taken me on ACC?
Whoops.
A few years? Trust me, you guys don't want to be subjected to that. No, I know I don't. And that's why I don't want to do it. Because I enjoy it. I know I don't need to be a professional. Yo, too fast? That depends. Which car do you like best? Which car do you like best? I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Roger, Roger, 10-4.
Are ya? Nice. What did they actually do in the new update? Real quick though, I'm gonna use the restroom. I will be right back. Sorry.
Oh my god. Hey, Carlo. What's your guys' next round? Is that what you're practicing for at Watkins? Is that... Oh, I'm all over the place. Is that what you're practicing at Watkins for? Too fast for you? The bet in the game. It's that in the elephant in you, okay. Carlo, you've got 9k hours in Guitar Speedrun. What's that like? It's Guitar Hero or something like that. Or they do the, you know, the hardest difficulty thing or something. I'm not going to pretend to know how it works, but... Holy crap, 9k, that was a long time. I'm going to bounce off fun, guys. I'm sorry I missed that, Greg. Hope you have a nice day, buddy. Everybody in the chat, like, John's voice has really changed today. I hope he's doing alright.
Wait, what?
No, I'm just talking to your chat, asking Carl what you had 9k hours in, and I was like, most people in your chat are going to think that your voice has really changed today, with no context to who's actually talking there.
Gotcha.
Is what I was saying.
They improved everything? Like gameplay, physics, like all of the above? Nice. I might actually have to try it. Sounds like I might actually try LMU soon. Carlos saying that they basically improved everything.
What, the Le Mans Ultimate game?
Yeah.
I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah, the AMG is a very good car. It won SRO at Suzuka. Last season in SRO, it won. It's a very, very good car.
You know, it's fairly cheap for what it is, you know? It's like $24. It's probably cheaper than that at the minute, you know, like 22.
Yeah. I actually already have it.
Oh, really? You got it the day it came, or?
Yeah. I just haven't played it. I mean,
Come on, I had a 40.3 on the clock and I buggered it up. Yeah, it definitely wouldn't hurt diversifying a little bit, you know? Give yourself a bit of a different look, a different feel. I hear the racing's meant to be really good.
I can't wait for AC2. Should be soon.
Oh, me too. I honestly thought it was next year, but everyone was saying it's this year, so...
I thought it was supposed to be this quarter, basically
No, you're
summer.
probably right. I'm more than likely wrong.
Yeah, I haven't tried it. I hated R Factor's physics. R Factor 2. I did not like it. And like that on top of the playability issues that everybody had made me just not play it yet. Like I've heard that the physics isn't quite the same and like it's not as you have to drift type feeling, but yeah, I just ACC is so good.
Never driven R Factor. Never been on it.
I did it once. Not the first one, R Factor 2. But yeah, I drove it once and did not like it compared to ACC, so I never turned it back on. Haven't even downloaded it on this computer. Like, I obviously I still have it in Steam, but I just haven't even installed it.
Yeah. It's widely renowned for, you know, having the best physics by all accounts. But again, I've not played on it, so I can't attest to.
It could have been my wheel settings, because I didn't change any of that. But also, because I didn't have to in ACC.
Yeah.
I believe it's probably going to be more like Assetto Corsa 1.
It's the same as AC, and the reason why I love games like Project Cars, it was just the amount of cars that were in it, the amount of tracks that you could go to, you know, that is the appealability for me.
Yeah, I'm really hoping Kuno's doesn't get their hands tied with another contract.
I mean, for what it is, AC still feels amazing. I can't remember how old the sim title is now, but just, yeah, follow that line of what they've been doing, man.
You do have to mess with it quite a bit? Okay. Well, that's good to know going into it at least, Carlo. Good to know going into it at least. But anyways, too fast. In ACC, the best car, unfortunately, the Ferrari, the 296. Like, if you're new to the game, it's the quickest and easiest to drive. But I say go with the car that you like. Which one do you like? That's the best one. But yeah, if you're chasing which car has the best bop, the Ferrari.
Yellow flag is sector 1.
The Ferrari, the McLaren, the BMW. Those are probably the top 3 cars. in terms of ease of getting the pace. The Mercedes is a very fast car. It's probably not quite as easy though, because you don't see it getting driven as much. But it is a very fast car.
Losing time in sector 3.
I'll tell you what, Kenneth, there might be a guitar stream when you teach me music. It'll be a dual stream. How's that sound? But it'll be a members only thing. Come on! Clean that shit up. Later, Carlo. Have a good one, buddy.
The fastest lap so far.
Ooh, good lap.
Thank you. Some time up here. Not like that though. Who? The 1, 4, 5, 6? Yes. I do know that progression, Kenneth. I do know that one.
God, that.
But that's also part of the thing that I want to learn. To be honest, that's kind of part of the stuff that I'm struggling to learn. You call it the 1, 4, 5, 6. It's really tough for me to translate that into where, like, which actual chords on the guitar. And in which key. Yeah, it's the one, yeah. What is it? G, C, A minor, F? I think, right? G, C, E minor, or A minor, and F? But, like, sure, like, so that one I kind of know because I actually looked it up, whatever. But, like, I don't know those other things. All the other ones. And I would like to be able to do the same. I would like to be able to do the same. But I don't, like, that's the thing. Like, sure, I know some chords, but I don't know the numbering system that, you know, goes with that. Like, I'm trying to learn it. Yeah. I'm still really early on, Kenneth. Really early on. Yo, Duke, how's it going? Not really coaching. Junior's going quicker than me anyways.
Son of a gun.
You keep getting a couple laps in a row.
Right, yeah. It's crazy, man, because even on my, like, split times, I can see, like, 2/10 there. It's perfect. And then, son of a gun.
I know that feeling, though. Like, yeah. You get 2 in a row, 1 bad one, or invalidation, then you get 2 more good ones. You see the delta, you get anxious and overdo it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm back to, like, playing ACC for the first time where I'm getting my track medals and I do 2 of them perfectly fine and I feel like the third one I'm just going to go flat out and ruin it all and have to do all 3 of them again. Jesus.
Yes.
How are all your laps valid? Every single one of them. Holy crap, the last sector you've got 2/10.
That's the key, Junior. That
Yeah.
consistency.
I'm just pushing to go as quick as possible instead of I'm chasing deltas. It's ridiculous. Should I give up?
Also, I think it's only really shown valid laps since one of the updates.
Oh, for other people.
For everybody in qualifying sessions, it only shows valid.
It's weird. I've got 1 third lap and 7th lap across that red for me. At least.
Oh, maybe it does show your own.
Yeah, it doesn't show it obviously for you or the other guy right now.
I'm also, yeah, I don't know. Not pushing outright, but also I am making a fair few mistakes.
I'd love to blame the car, but I don't think I can. Who can we blame? Let's blame Kenneth. He's the first person the name that came up, so it's Kenneth's fault why I can't get these laps in a minute.
So then would chord 1 say it's in E minor? Would chord 1 then be an E minor chord? Kenneth? Like if that's where you get the key, is that also the chord? Obviously, that's what you just said. Right? And then you would just use the circle of fifths to find the other chords, right? Okay, so it would be A. Okay, okay.
Losing time in sector 3.
And what if I want to play something different than the top 20 or top 40? What did you say you did?
No.
135 or something? Or 153?
Yellow flag in sector 3. Landing by meter.
Oh, I was looking at the one that that you used to annoy your teacher with. But, like, so, is that how you find out the actual, like, once you know which key it's in, would you then use the circle of fifths to find out what the chords are, like, what the next chords are? So, like, once you know the one, do you use the circle of fifths to find the rest of them? Or is that a different system? Okay, okay. I know what I'm gonna try later tonight then. I think.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Yeah, A minor is the inverse of C, right? On the inside of the circle? The small circle? Oh! Maybe half and half it? Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh! Damn! Lost it all!
Losing time in sector 3.
I'm gonna have to read that in a minute. Give me 1 second. I don't want to miss it. Oh!
Your lap time is invalidated. Please try.
Ah, there's 3 pretty good ones in a row. Why is it? It was. Oh. It does show me a couple of his invalid ones. Oh, a couple of mine as well. Yeah, 3 decent laps. Okay. Wait, thirds? I thought it was... Oh yeah, 135. But I thought it was a 5. A 135 for a major chord, not a 133. Yeah, he's flying, man. Now it's just a matter of getting 3 in a row for him.
Laps, let's go.
You've got the pace, man. Just get 3 in a row.
Yeah. Been telling myself that all session.
Yeah, because depending on where you're at, yeah, okay, about which notes are flat and sharp. I think I get that. I think I get that. All right,
I got changed down. Alright, real qualify. Hold on, starting from the next one. This is a false start. Working too early.
Junior's flying. He's right behind me on the hot stints. Not that I'm flying, but like he's going quicker than he thinks. You got this, man. Just breathe. By the way, you're 25th in the standings.
I guess everyone's not got the hot laps in yet. Jesus.
No, I think you're going a lot faster than you think you are.
I've got more in me, bro. I just cannot get it out.
You are a whopping 6/10 off of me over 6 laps. Like our times are within 6/10 over the entire hot stint.
Well, that makes me feel a little better.
Yeah, that's why I think you're going to be in a higher tier than you're thinking. When you were saying 3, I was like, I don't know, man. I'm thinking 2.
I don't think I've ever been in tier 2, bro.
I mean, unless I get demoted, but from what I saw last season, I don't think I will.
No, they want people... It's a shame with the tier 1 and 2, man. Because there's just some people that obviously have the pace for it. They'll have a bad round 1 or 2, and then they'll never show up for it. And there are people in the different tiers, tier 2, tier 3s, that show up for every single race, regardless of whatever's happened. And be consistent with it, you know? The people that just throw away the spot from tier 1 or tier 2. I understand stuff happens, you know, but... Uh-oh.
Nah, they're gonna set more times. People are gonna set more lap times. I'm not expecting tier 1.
Should be 40.6, right. So, still. Like right now, I'm nearly 2 taps up, and I cannot get this corner right to finish it off. I'm so indecisive with a TC, I'm not sure what's better at the moment. Oh, I stopped like 3 miles away! There's the 10.
Alright. So, I wanted to try this next.
One more lap, come on Junior.
Come on! Oh, yeah. I'm guessing 40.3, really.
I tell you one thing, I cannot wait to go back in my BMW.
Yeah, I don't like driving the Feffy, even though it's fast.
Oh, it's quick. It's definitely quicker. Or at least quicker than, you know, what I can do in the Beamer here. But I much prefer Old Faithful.
Yep, same.
I know what it's gonna do, when it's gonna do it.
Yeah. The TC in the Ferrari actually works. That pisses me off also. Besides just the weight.
Well, it pisses me off with the TC. Oh, that's close. Watching these people set ridiculously quick lap times and they're in TC9. Right, I mean, each to their own, right? If they can do it, they can do it.
Well, the Ferrari can do it.
Yeah, exactly. Just ridiculously good lap times without any nervousness of it, you know, getting the car out of the line or spinning up on corner exits. Two tenths up. I got a 40.4 on the clock, and I cannot get this lap together. Keep it in, keep it in.
Ferrari is the only car with working traction control, it feels like.
All went.
Yo, how's it going today, Steel Curtain? How's the indie practice going?
Baby, don't be so mean. Oh, right at the end there, John, I could have had a faster lap, but I think I managed to string 3 together.
Yeah, I think that was 3 or 4.
Well, you know, you kind of put me on blast on the stream for not putting 3 together, so I kind of had to concentrate for a few laps.
I only put you on blast because I knew you had it.
I know, bro, I appreciate it. It's helpful to me. I don't know what it is, but having you in the lobby, or at least listening, hearing your advice, goes a long way.
I didn't really have a whole lot of advice to give. I was watching a little bit. It's just, you got it.
Instantly from the start, you know, when I came behind you for the lap of turn 1, just like Corsa, I watched just how you went into it, and I've just followed that every time since.
Cutting it too narrow again there initially, or what?
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
I see you take the curve, you know, on the outside on the right, just to try and maximise it as well. I have no idea when the best shift is for this car.
Damn!
He's trying to stay on the track.
Into the 41s, nice.
Losing time in sector 3.
Yeah. I got you. I got you. You gonna do any practice today? Thinking about heading over there for a few laps.
Oh, so much fun. It's nice to have a blast like that.
Oh, I improved a little bit with that last run. I managed to take about a half a second off with that last run that I got in.
Yeah, you're smashing it.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Yeah, honestly, you could do the same. Like, you could set a better time because your lap times are better than mine
Yeah, I think
around here.
It's just a little weird at the minute for me, is jumping into the Ferrari from the Beamer. It's just getting that feel back for it again. And I definitely think there's some in there, but unfortunately for me, it feels like it's in turn 1, 2, and 3. And then, unfortunately for me, there's the rest of the lap to go to try and keep that delta honest. But I think for a first little blast and, you know, first little grind of Kyle Army trying to do the hot stints, it's a good... It's not... I've got to take the positives of that session. It's not been bad. But there's definitely a bit more in it. And that's the other thing as well, where the grind now comes in, because I've got the itch to...
Because you know you can do it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I've got the itch. If I'm on for the next, like, 3 weeks, John, doing bloody AOR hot laps,
No.
I hope you realise it's your fault. Totally blame you.
I'm glad I could help with that.
Yeah, well, it's honest to God, it's just like Cote the other day when I got to run behind you for a few laps, and I got to see what you were doing, placing and stuff. It's just a huge help. It's like a refresher course for me to go in there. And honestly, I don't think we're going to be in the same tier. If I'll be glad to be in tier 3 or tier 4 or something like that.
I'd be surprised if we're in a different tier. I'm being honest.
No, you're a pro LFM esports driver, John. You've got more in the bag. The times you were doing.
I'm not a pro on
well,
LFM.
Crazy. Well, you're with it and you're there. You know, you're one of the few of us that is there. It's crazy.
I'm telling you, check out the times. You are right there, bud.
God. Well, I think there's more in it. That's what the joke is. But do I keep it? Do I keep grinding it? I know there's a bit more time.
See,
left,
that's the personal question, because I know with me, it's different for everybody. But I know with me, there's a certain point that if I keep going, it's worthless. But like, it is good to go all the way to that point. But like, I don't know, you know. Have you reached the limit today? I don't know. That's the personal thing.
Maybe concentration, but definitely not of lap time. There was another like 2 or 3 attempts there, and the thing is with me, obviously, I understand about placements,
Always.
that kind of thing, and I don't, you know, but the absolute epitome of me just wants to go faster. It doesn't matter. I just want to get that lap in, and the 3 laps in rather, and just manage to go a little bit quicker over them. That was the first little blast. That was a session. That was, and I don't think the setup's 100%. It's doing weird things. For me, it's a little inconsistent. In fact, I don't think it's a setup. Well, it is a little bit, but I think it's more my braking that's inconsistent. Sometimes I brake.
It's kind of a Ferrari thing. It's got fantastic brakes, unless you get into the ABS.
Yeah, well, this is it. That's what I think I was doing. I remember a conversation I was having yesterday with a lad about the ABS. Sometimes I wouldn't stop at all for a corner. I ended up trying to oversteer and understeer to try and correct it. And then there's other laps where I would stop 3 weeks before the apex of that corner. It's like,
yeah.
You know, it's just me on the pedal. I need to be a little bit gentle.
And you don't drive this thing.
No.
So again, just getting comfortable with it is gonna clean that up.
Yeah, I think for the next course a few days, definitely a little bit of a blast at Kyle Army. I think I need to clear up a little bit, because I'm a good way off in the 207s, which is crazy to me, because I only ran a few months ago in the ISA League, and I was doing 204 7 or 8s that time in the BMW. But then again, I don't know if there were any bop and stuff like that. All I can tell you from my
temps make a
experience,
pretty big difference.
Well, all I can tell you from my experience yesterday, the setup that I knew I could do that time in felt off, crazy off. Like the understeer was, it just wasn't.
Yeah, that's
Like I
probably
know it should
down to the weight.
Yeah, I think it's going to need a ride height change possibly, and I'm going to have to mess around with the preload as well, and maybe
I'd
some
have to
bump
check
stop
the brake
settings to
bias.
just try and equal that extra weight off it if I'm going to use it for at least Kurt or whatnot. But if the bop stayed the same, then it's got to be the Mustang. There's nothing, even on the timetables, have you seen them for Kurt with the Mustangs?
Oh yeah,
I think they're dominating Kurt
they are.
with the times.
But like I said, that's already changed for the Mustang at Coda. Except for the AOR hot stint. Like again,
Right.
it's only because they have it locked because that's what the Mustang was at when they started. But like if you
Right.
go into their actual BOP server right now, the Mustang's only gonna have -4 kilos. So it's going to
Still
be
got a minus, right? You know, it's still
it's still got
minus.
minus, just not -40.
I'm with you. I'm glad they're on top of the bop a little bit. You know, it seems like
Wow.
it's going the right ways. And this is probably an ignorant question. Has this been straight ripped from LFM, the bop?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I thought they were doing their own stuff.
Nope. Actually, LFM and AOR are kind of partnered up for the BOP.
Oh, really?
That's how they got the initial BOP for LFM was the AOR hot lap servers.
Right, I'm with you.
And yeah,
it
like
makes sense.
every league these days is using LFM's BOP. Like I haven't found one that has custom BOP other than LFM.
Right. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm not an overly massive fan of it, and at least in our little league alone, you know, there's obviously some very, very good drivers, and for the most part, everyone's kind of, you know, that intermediate level. So adding 40 kilos of bop to a car is it's going to throw a few people off. But I think we've got it with like championship ballast. I think makes it fairish, you know.
It's
the
a
people
more
that are out
interesting approach to it to try to keep the entire championship close rather than trying to keep the car close, all the
Exactly.
cars close for one driver.
Yeah, like exactly. The thing is, right? With obviously Brooker leading the championship in his Porsche, there could be 3 or 4 people in that championship in a Porsche, and there could potentially only be Brooker that can get that kind of pace and speed out of it. So
Yeah.
to ballast the other Porsche drivers that might not be getting that kind of pace is a little bit of a downer. So yeah, championship ballast, I think it's a neat idea. And for the most part, I think everyone, you know, enjoys it or whatnot. So, and it helps the people out that finish below the 10th positions because we go into the minuses as well. You know, we had cars
Yeah,
there last
yeah.
week with like -13, -14. So it's super good fun. I did have another question, non-sim related racing. How big is Elden Ring file-wise? Is it like, are we talking like 90 gigs or something? Do you remember?
I can see real quick.
I'd appreciate it.
I do think it's fairly large.
Oh, well, yeah, I can imagine. I'm just wondering if it's going to exceed the SSD card of like 130 gig or something. I've got 2 SSD cards, but still. And that's the point, John. How much fuel are you using at Kota and for Kyle Army? You've usually got like 80, 90 litres in your car.
About a
Yeah,
half a tank.
Yeah, you were rarely running.
That last run, I was using like 30 liters.
Nothing. I thought I've got some work to do, Jesus Christ, if I'm trying to get near to your times at least.
48 gigs.
Oh, that's not too bad then. I thought it'd be absolutely huge, man.
I thought it'd be up around 80.
Yeah,
Or
I thought it'd be
75
like
something.
Grand Theft Auto sort of size, you know, like 80, 90 gigabyte for a game like that, because it's a big old unit, that is. But yeah, man, if you enjoy that, John, you should definitely do that in your downtime. You get time, just do something to enjoy. And I think, as well as the Elden Ring stuff, I think you'd probably enjoy the Le Mans Ultimate once all the quirks are kind of, you know, out the way with them and stuff, which it has.
Yeah. And again, I didn't want to get frustrated with terrible gameplay and not play a game that's potentially good. Which is
Yeah, I
a
mean,
big reason why Like, I checked a couple streams before I played it just to see, and I saw how terrible the gameplay was, and that's why I literally haven't tried it yet. Because I don't want to not like I want to like it, I guess is what I'm saying. And like if the gameplay is terrible, I'm just going to associate that with a bad game rather than unfinished.
That all I saw was when it first started up was, you know, people getting kicked out of their lobbies and then they'd have to like, kind of rejoin it. I know that's not a massive, huge glitch or something, but they'd maybe have to restart the game. And
well, I saw a lot of people with complete crashes and a lot of
complete crashing. I was trying to be nice about it, you know. I wasn't trying to put a downer on it. I think for the most part, a lot of that's ironed out. It does still happen every now and again, but going from all of that minor stuff, essentially, the gameplay itself and the racing that I have seen, I don't think I've watched many streamers that haven't enjoyed it. I watched Cryptic, I watched Prenter, I watched Fatal on it as well, and they all look like they're having a good time. It looks like really good racing-wise, you know. It's something to learn, you know, with the power recovery unit and stuff like that. It's definitely something to grind and get your head into. But I think you've got a machine that can pretty much handle most sim racing titles, so I think you'd be...
Oh yeah, I'm not worried about my computer not handling it.
But you're just enjoying it, you know, at full whatever frames it can actually run. You'll get the best out of, you know, something like that. But I think you'll enjoy it. So I think AOR's not starting until next month. I think it's like the 8th, 7th or 8th. I think it was. I don't know 100%. It's what date I've got stuck in my head.
Yeah, July 9th, I think.
There we go. Yeah, I wasn't July 9th.
9/7.
Right, that's fine. That's perfect. So it's the missus' birthday on the 8th. I got them confused. My mum's birthday was this month, and she's on the 9th, and then Lorna is on the 8th, but the month after. She's also finally going to see Rammstein this weekend, so I am not going to be very active online as I have the little ones for a couple of days while she makes a trip to Ireland and stuff like that, and she should fully enjoy herself. I did tell her the other day when I spoke to you, or briefly, via the big TV, that you'd seen them live at festivals.
I saw them live on their own as a headlining act, and then I saw them once at a festival. And like, it's cool at a festival, but if you can see them where they're headlining, it is next level. Like the whole show is just, like, it's a performance as well as music.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, if it's anything like what I've watched, you know, YouTube-wise and stuff of their
actual like if you've ever seen any of their DVDs, it's like that for any show. You know, that wasn't just a one-off for the taping. Like they put on that show all the time.
Oh, sweet. She's paid a little bit extra when she goes. She's in a place called the Fire Zone. So if there are she's going to absolutely love it. So
it's going to get warm. I was in the Fire Zone. It gets hot.
That's great. I can't wait to see some videos and hear her experiences when she actually gets back. I'm excited for her, you know. It's not my huge cup of tea. I do like the songs, of course, and you know, some of them anyway, but yeah, she absolutely loves it. So it's like a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing, and obviously little one coming on the way soon as well, so it's not like she's going to get to do a lot of that in the coming months and maybe a year or so until the little one is round. So I hope she enjoys it anyway. And as for today as well, John, it's absolutely always a pleasure. For you, one, putting up with me, two, giving me that little bit of inspiration at the end to go a little bit quicker.
Anytime,
I enjoy coming on, doing the hot laps, man, with you. It's great fun. Cool community. And again, if anyone's still in that chat and hasn't pressed the like button, smash it, because the dude deserves all your support. And I know he does a lot for everybody that comes in the chat, but hit that like button, support an absolute legend, all-around good guy, genuinely nice to talk to, interact with, and has always treated me, and everybody else, with the utmost respect. So thank you, John, for letting me come in and be a part of that for a little bit, my friend.
You're welcome. And yeah, I enjoyed it as well. I'm gonna head over to Indy though.
Well, good luck with that. Yeah, that was the next question. Was you're obviously practicing at Indy? Is it the GK? Is that the Genesis one?
That's actually going to be at Watkins this week.
Oh, right, damn it. I knew I saw one of them, but yeah, what's the Indy one again? Is that the one with...
Octane. So my American... Well, it's a Australian league, but they have a North American split.
Right, okay, right. So that's the one... Is that the one with, like, Kenneth and...
Yeah.
Is it? With Travis, I think he's in it too.
Travis is on ZRL, so, like,
Right,
the
okay.
Monday league, which we're done with that now.
Okay.
That wrapped up last
week. Was
week.
it Skylar that you raced with in that one as well? I can't remember. There's a couple of you boys.
Give it all you got.
Yeah. We're actually... A bunch of us are in both of them. The ZRL and Octane.
I guess in the time zone, you know, it's not radically different from the Aussie one, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, it is. It's like 18 hours or something.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's a
Well,
lot worse
you got to
than
think that we're at the end of the day. They're at the very beginning of the day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at 10 o'clock right now, and I suspect New York is like, I think they're usually 6 hours behind. So
No, New York would be 9 hour or 5 hours behind you. I'm 6 hours central.
Oh, there we go.
So
There
like
we go.
East Coast is about 5 hours behind UK. You know, obviously, those times when the time change is different, it fucks with
How
everything.
does that happen with Australian then? Because Australian's only to the left of you. I mean, let's.
Yeah, but they're already in tomorrow.
Okay, so the, clockwise, I guess, to your right, but you know, you'd think that. I guess, yeah. I'm not going to argue semantics with you. We know what you guys are like with the metric system and the stuff like that. I just thought they'd be maybe closer to you, but I guess they're a day ahead of you, so.
Yeah. So like I do see some of the Australian people, but like again, it's usually at the end of the stream, not the beginning.
Right.
Same
How's
thing
your
with
ping?
like from Japan and stuff.
Is your ping better in those sort of leagues than it is with, say, racing on LFM or AOR or anything, or worse?
Lately it doesn't matter. It's been worse everywhere.
It's been crap, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you're streaming as well, it just fluctuates, and that's not just you, John. I've had it for the last month. It's been super bad, and I had a message off YouTube yesterday as well. You mentioned it, and
I've had it
Gmail.
since the Nords release. The stability has been pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, I've not with my potato PC. I just struggle going through the pit lane to kind of towards the end of the Nürburgring. But up to like the Schumacher, it might sort itself out. But no matter how many cars I've got showing, it super struggles. And we've got the special at the end of the season, like the 90 minutes there, and I'm very dubious of streaming the 90 minutes there. I might split the difference and go somewhere else. Just from a streaming point of view, performance, I don't want at the start of every lap for the 30-40 seconds to just be 3 or 4 frames a second. It's not good. It doesn't look good. And it puts me off racing there. With AOR, if I'm doing the LFM, if I'm doing the race there and there's more than 60 cars on the grid, I struggle with it. And as soon as everyone starts crashing, it gets to like downwards of 40, it starts to come back again. It's a nightmare with performance. John, I'll let you get off, my friend, and a big thank you again to you and the whole community for putting up. I appreciate it, John, brother. Thank you.
Keep up the awesome work. You're flying, really. Your lap times are great.
I'm trying, brother. I'm trying. You'll see me out there again, and definitely at Corsa to try and bridge that gap a little bit. But appreciate it, John. Thank you for the encouragement, my friend.
Anytime, man.
Have a great day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are. Take care of things, and John, big love, my friend.
So I'm around 53 on the brake bias. I couldn't remember until I got here. I should see what the octane setup is like. Haven't even checked it. Pretty low for me. But again, there is personal preference that comes into play. Like, if 58's feeling good for you, then if it works, it works.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
It's almost music time. I'm getting sore.
Well done, mate. Fastest lap so far.
Aggressive. But yeah, Kenneth, I don't really think that they take sandbaggers into account. I don't know how they do it, to be honest. They have their own metrics that they use for AOR. And I don't know what those are. Maybe they do take it into account, but I doubt it.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Carlo would know more than me, to be honest, about how they do it. Carlo would know more. We don't. He's in the Audi. We're not beating him into turn 1. The Audi's acceleration is quite a bit better than the Lambo's. Like, considering it should be a lot closer in my opinion. He's in the Audi for Octane. We're not beating him to turn 1. Maybe a Porsche could, but not you and I. The only way we're beating him to turn 1 is if he doesn't qualify. Or if we get Larson to sign up for 1 round in the Bentley. Get Larson to sign up for 1 round in the Bentley. That's a way to beat him into turn 1. But yeah, the Audi's acceleration is nuts. No turbo on the Audi. It's naturally aspirated. And honestly, I think the Audi has a few more kilos than the Lambo. It definitely has a little bit more. It's not a ton, maybe 5. Especially, it feels like the Audi's got better like mechanical low speed grip than the Lambo. Like out of the tight turns. Until it goes. Like it, yeah. So like if you're careful with it, it's pretty amazing. Mechanical grip wise, if you can go gentle. Yeah, naturally aspirated V10. Same engine as the Lambo. Same engine, same gearbox. They should accelerate and have the same top speed, but... or close. Sneak some restrictor in. .2 liter V10. The last of an era, switching to an 8. Or at least the Lambo switching to a turbo 8 on the next car. That's replacing the Huracan. I would assume that the R8 also is going to be dropping the V10. I haven't kept up on it though. Yo, Neil, how's it going? I've got all the DLC for this game. I've got all of it. I do have all the content for this one. Poor curbs have had enough. Loose. Thank you. Yo, Sergey, how's it going? Man, another pit in. I know this pit in pretty well. I know it pretty well. Give it a shot. Oh. All right, real quick, I'm gonna go use the restroom, refill my water. I will be right back. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. That sucks. I've had that happen. Yeah, I have. I've had that problem as well. It sucks. Oh, I hear another car. It's a Lambo, I think. Or is it Skylar in the Audi? Oh, it's... I want to keep... I don't know why. I keep want to calling him Ricky. Ricky Waters for some reason. Which is not right. Scott. It's Scott. Not right now, Moo. In a little bit, kitty. Top 3 favorite tracks. The Nordschleife. Circuit of the Americas. And I used to say the Nürburgring Grand Prix, but since I already have Nordschleife on my list, I'm going to go with Laguna. So, Nord's, Circuit of the Americas, and Laguna Seca. Well, Laguna is for because like nostalgic reasons more than anything. First track I ever had memorized. I love the track also, but it holds a sweet place in my heart. Circuit of the Americas, I love the track. I always have. It's always been one of my favorites. And well, Nord's, it's just the best track in the world. Watkins is a fantastic track, and I love the track. I don't like to race there, though. Love the track. Love the flow of the track. But it's usually... There's usually a lot of crashes at Watkins on sim racing. Barcelona is a fantastic track also. And again, I love Spa. Don't really like to race there though. Love the track. Don't really like the racing. As weird as that might sound. To love the track but not like racing there. See, Indy's way up there for me also, but again, because it's my home track. Indy is definitely the track I've seen the most races in real life. I have seen a few at Circuit of the Americas. First 3 years F1 went. I went. 2 years? 3 years. First 3 years. I think. I love Road Atlanta. It's one of my favorites. I wish we had it for SR or in ACC. Yeah, and I guess I was picking ACC tracks also. Oh, are you? That's gonna be amazing, man. I wish I got to see some sort of endurance race around there. Again, the Formula 1 races were awesome. Awesome experience. But I would prefer to see, you know, the WEC or IMSA, you know, some sort of longer race with multi-class. That should be a really, really fun time. Bring comfortable shoes, there's a lot of walking. SRO is basically the league that invented GT3 racing, more or less. So like this game right now, ACC, is the official simulator of the SRO, the Stephen Rattel organization. And it's basically the governing body over like these races. Like if you've seen any of the GT World Challenge races, that's all governed by the SRO. Stefan? Maybe not Steven. But yeah, basically, it's the organization that got us GT racing after the old Group C days. Started out with like GT1, and now it's this is where we are now with them. GT3 spec. Oh yeah, for sure. Yo, Yuka, how's it going? Yeah, back in the Lambo. Back in my love. Oh, did we find something? Feels nice. I'm up. You're in trouble, KP. Oh, until I do that. Start getting cocky. So I've got a Intel i7 12700K. With a NVIDIA RTX 4080 beefy graphics card. 64 gigs of RAM, DDR3. Wait, yeah, DDR4, not 5. Triple screens, triple 27-inch monitors. Samsung Odyssey G5. What made me fall for the Lambo? Lots of things. Lots of things. The foundation of the automobile division of Lamborghini has a large part. Just the origin story. Also, they're beautiful. They sound amazing. I love the way it drives before the bop comes. What's not to love about it? Plus, they had a car called the Diablo. I will have to check. I think it's a 60-minute race. I'm pretty sure. Scott, when I was watching a little bit, you were looking pretty good, braking zone-wise. It looked like you were just using the curbs a bit too much. There's a lot of the curbs on this track you just can't use. Like these big ones, you have to avoid them, except for at turn 1. Turn 1, you can take it, but the other tall curbs, you gotta try to miss them. But like your braking points and whatnot didn't look way off at all. Yeah, you're welcome. Also, right here at like this S section, I noticed you were dropping the wheels in the grass. You're gonna want to try to not do that. Like, you got to use all the curb, but you're gonna want to be careful about dropping your tires in the grass too often, because it'll start to lose you tire pressure and maybe give you a puncture. And you're just losing a little bit of pace by not being on the asphalt. So yeah, it looked like you were trying to use a bit too much, I think. Yeah, for sure, hot lap videos help. Track walks or track guides. Easy. Twice there in a row. It's felt not good in the final turn.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Ah, very nice. Very nice. Almost time to get off. Almost time to get out of the computer. Or off the computer. Yeah, you're welcome, buddy. I'm glad it's working for you. Yeah, and like I was telling Brian yesterday, at this track, it's really important to stay online because it's so low grip. Like the actual track surface is very low grip. So like the minute you get offline, it makes a bigger difference than it would at like other tracks. So it's pretty important to make sure you're on the line around here. Like sometimes you can maximize a little too much. Yeah, I mean that turn is pretty bad for understeer. And if not understeer, then snap oversteer. So it's not just you, but you might be getting on full power a little too early. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to watch. But if you get on power too early there, it can definitely push you wide. Turned in too early. But like I was saying also, you got to really make sure you're on the line for that turn, just for maximal grip. A little aggressive. Later, Scott. Have a good night, buddy. Talk to you soon. This is also probably going to be my last run for the day. I didn't realize there was so little time left on the clock. Only getting the one run with low fuel, I guess. The one lap. Come on! Come on! So close!
Green light, go, go, go.
I think it was a 34. I think. I think it was a 34. On the Delta, at least, it said it was a 34. All right. That's going to do it for me today. I need to go stretch. I need to get out of the rig. But pretty good day. Improved my hot stint time around Kailami. That's cool. I feel like that that last change that I made, I think it does feel better. We'll see. I will need more testing. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me today. I need to go rest up, give my back a break. But we'll be back tomorrow with GRK around Watkins Glen, 1 hour. So yeah, hopefully that'll be a good race. Hopefully we can have some fun. But for tonight, hope you have a good one. Hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up and a subscribe.